Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I'm Joel. This is FSN. So, to start things off, let's bring up last week's scores and break down the leagues as they stand today. Starting with Black and Blue, where Ryan holds the Blue division at 3-0, with Sean right behind him at 2-1. And in the Black division, three teams sit at 2-1, tied for first place. Jumping over to Beggars and Bitches, and we see the scores are wild, ranging from a low of 66 put on the board by Potentaries to a high of 187 scored by Murica, giving them their first win of the season and leaving Kimchi Killers as the only team without a win. In response to last week's criticism, team owner Jeff had this to say about the show.
Jesus. Well, hey there. Sorry, I'm just getting updated on my sports. You guys know this bag? I don't know who he is. Apparently it's something called clapback. Whatever the fuck that means, you white people. I just want to say something right now. Joel talked a lot of shit last week about his team winning, Todd losing, but it ain't looking pretty, motherfuckers.
All right, well, thanks for the video, Jeff. And just a reminder to the folks at home, FSN still is on record watch as Kimchi Killers extends its losing streak to 16 games. And speaking of taking an L, let's jump into this week's segment, You Fucked It, where we take a look at some of the things you might wish you had back. All right, let's start with Brad in Black and Blue, where after just one down week out of DJ Shark, he benched him in lieu of waiver wire darling Sterling Shepard. The extra 9 points out of Shark would have sealed the win by 1 point. So, that brings us to, guess who? Jeff. Jeff, listen, I'm not trying to pick on you here, it's just that I come up with my segment ideas, and then I go look at the stats to see who qualifies, and you always qualify. So, I'm sorry, man, it just is what it is. Anyways, Jeff decided to drop James Conner after a slow start, only to watch him score 2 touchdowns last week and end up as a bid in the league. Unlike the other 2 teams in this segment, Jeff still would have lost, but hey, still you fucked it. And finally, that brings us to Ryan, who benched Antonio Gibson for A.J. Brown, who exited the game early and laid a goose egg. As a running back, Gibson had only 2 less receptions on the year than Brown and 33 carries. Hardly makes sense to bench him in a PPR league. The extra 23 points would have sealed the easy victory for Ryan. You fucked it. Alright, that's our show for today, but before we go, we have a quick message from Lucha Whore himself.
So, to all my other Seahawks fans out there, don't lose faith in the blue and green, because we'll come back to get you.
Alright, well, thanks for that, Lucha Whore. And, as always, thanks for joining us, and see you next week. Good luck, losers.